99% of traders draw trend lines completely raw, and the crazy part is they don't even realize that they're doing it. Now here's the reality. If I asked 100 traders to draw a trend line on this exact price action, I can almost guarantee that each and every trader has different answers. Some traders connect every wick that they see, some completely ignore the wicks, and some just force a trend line just to place a trade. And then when price completely ignores their analysis, they blame that trend lines don't work. The truth is, trend lines aren't the problem. The way that traders are drawing them is. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you my complete process from start to finish, exactly how I draw trend lines. By the end of this lesson, you'll have all the tools that you need to never draw a trend line incorrectly again. If you're new here, my name is Joe and I'm a full-time trader and the CEO of Tradex. Here on this channel, I document my trading journey and share everything that I've learned about trading, Forex, crypto, and gold, and other financial markets. And as always, everything that's covered in this video is from my own personal experience in the markets. And always do your own research and manage your risk before getting into any trades. So let's get straight into it. So first, I have the Bitcoin BTC USD crypto chart open on the 4-hour time frame. You can also use like any other chart on any other financial market that you trade on, such as like indices, gold, Forex, pairs, any other commodities, assets, instruments, like anything that you trade on. Open that chart and let's get started and practice it. So first, before you understand how to draw a trend line, you need to understand how many trends are actually in the market and how the market structure actually works. So firstly, there are 3 types of trends in market structure. First is the uptrend, second is the downtrend, and third is the range market, or a lot of us like to call it sideways market. I'm going to give you a very simple example. Just like how we use support and resistance in a range market or in a sideways market, where we expect the price when it comes over here, we expect it to go down. When it comes over here, we expect it to go up, like the floor, and the ceiling. Right? Just like that, we use support and resistance also in trend lines, but in a parallel way. That is what we call parallel channels, okay? I'm going to get into that later. But first, you need to understand that there's an uptrend, downtrend, and a sideways market or a range market. So just like how we use in a range market a support and resistance, like market comes here, we're expecting a reversal down over here to the support. Just like that, we use the same thing on trend lines. So if I were to draw a trend line over here, I'm going to go with like here, touch point 1, touch point 2. Let me draw this correctly. So touch point 1, touch point 2. And then just like how we draw it over here, we also draw it on the top like this, where we expect when the price comes over here, goes ahead and reverse over here. Comes over here, goes ahead and reverse over here. Comes here, goes ahead and reverse over here. And same vice versa. And over here, we're expecting it either a break, retest, and going up again, or coming back down over here, retest, and going down again. Same exactly like that. On a downtrend, you draw a trend line, and then you draw another trend line here, expecting like, hey, price comes over here, rejects, and goes over here. The same thing vice versa. And over here, we can either expect price to go up like this, retest, and then continue going up again, or a breakout, retest, and continue going down again. So until it's inside this range, it's called internal structure, right? I've made a complete video about market structure. I'll leave it over here somewhere. You can go and watch it. So just like how we use this, the same concept I'm going to be showing you now in the live price action. So right over here, there are a few steps that you need to follow. Step number 1 is always use higher time frames to draw the trend lines to get a more accurate data, to collect more accurate data. I always like to start off with the 4-hour time frame. You can also draw it on the daily, weekly, as well as the 1-hour time frame. So when I draw trend lines, when I swing trade, I draw trend lines on the weekly time frame. So when I day trade, trend lines can be drawn on the 4-hour time frame or the 1-hour time frame. But to get more accurate data, 4-hour time frame is the go-to. Next step is step number 2. Price needs to tell a story. So price needs to tell a story. Okay? And what is that story and what the hell do I mean? So what I mean by prices tell a story is that first we need to wait and see and watch the story. So right over here, price is telling us that, hey, we're making higher highs and higher lows. So that means price is now told me like, hey, I am making higher highs and higher lows. So that means tell a story. Next up, what we need to be looking at is price needs to give more than 2 touch points. So more than 2 touch points, that means a trend line. So if you have more than 2 touch points, you can draw a valid trend line. The more touch points, the better. So let me show you how you can draw an accurate trend line here. Now, a lot of traders, what they do is when they draw a trend line, they just draw it like this, and they expect that, hey, that's a trend line. Really? That is a trend line? Look, the thing is, we're ignoring all of this noise right here. We're ignoring all of these bars. You just skipped right through it. And you took from this wick and connected it to here. Where's the touch points here again? So a lot of traders draw them like this, and then where do you find an entry opportunity? Where do you find that? Like over here, you expect the market to come here and then go back down? No, don't do that mistake. To actually draw a correct trend line, what you need to do, and your best friend in this entire trend line journey, is going to be this magnet tool right here. Click on that. You have a weak magnet and a strong magnet. Definitely go weak, because strong is like way too hectic when you draw a line. It just messes up everything. So basically, a strong magnet or weak magnet, what it generally does is that it gives you an accurate touch point from the body or any wick. I can target this wick properly, this body properly, or the open of this body, the close of this body, literally anything. So the way that I draw a trend line right here would be to draw it from over here. I'm going to draw it from this body and continue it all the way here. Okay? Now I did not ignore this entire body. I only captured the wicks. So touch point 1, touch point 2, touch point 3, and then a valid breakout. So breakout right here, and then price did a retest again back to this trend line and then continued down. And this would be a solid entry, like a sell entry, where I could have placed a sell over here, placed my sell at the top of this body, and then continued and trailed it all the way to this wick or over here, which would have resulted in a complete full TP with a 3R trade. So that is how you use a trend line and draw it more accurately. Now, let's assume that this price action is already done, right? So let's assume that, hey, before this price action happened, how do we draw a trend line? So I'm going to use a replay mode to explain to you how we do that. So let me delete everything to explain to you more clearly. So let me use the replay mode now. Now, before this price action happened, how do we draw a trend line? Now, how do we draw a trend line in the current running market? So the first thing that we do is that we need to use a higher time frame. So the second step is to wait for the price action to tell a story, which means that we need to wait for the price to dictate that story. So what is it telling us? It's making higher highs and higher lows. So what is our next inception? Like inception over here is that we're waiting for that upward, like that pullback to the upside. So now what we need to do, and how do we draw a trend line here? So firstly, I'm going to pick my trend line tool right here, and then from this wick, connecting it all the way over here to this wick. That means that now I have 3 touch points. Touch point number 1, touch point number 2, touch point number 3. Now all we need to do is wait for that pullback like this, or that breakout, retest, and that entry. Now there's one step that I'm looking for over here, is that I need price to do a valid breakout and then a retest to fill in this range right here. So let me show you. So we have a range from this candle's body. So if the market breaks out and comes ahead and fills this gap, then we have a more stronger confluence that, hey, price will be heading down, and then we can place a trade. So let's see what happens. So I'm going to zoom in forward a couple of candles. Now we had that breakout. So now we're waiting for the price to do a fill-in, like an imbalance or fill-in, and then so that we can take a sell position. So let's see what happens now. Price is retesting, and then price fills in that gap right over here. Price filled that gap. So this would be a valid setup where you can enter a sell position after one bearish candle confirmation. Then we can target first TP right over here to this low, and a second TP right over to this low, and a third TP right over here to this low. So let's see if I target all the way to this low, which is a more accurate signal. Sorry, accurate TP. Let's see what happens. There you go. Price even, I think it will even hit this level. There you go. So that is how you take and use trend lines to make accurate entry opportunities. So let me also extend this a little bit so you guys can see how it did that retest and covered this imbalance zone right here. So this is how you take more accurate trades using a trend line. Okay, that is how you place trades using a trend line. And then slowly as the price action goes, then you can revise the trend line to different touch points. Now, and the reason why we used many confluences is because the more confluences aligning on your side, the better accuracy your trade has to hit your TP. So we didn't just randomly trust this one trend line like a magical buy and sell signal. We also waited for that proper confirmation, that proper retest, that breakout, and a valid confirmation to place our sell side setup. And that is how you use trend lines properly. Now that we know how to use trend lines properly, let's also understand how we can combine them with channels. Now, just like how I talked about having a floor and a ceiling, just like that support and resistance, the same concept, we also use that in trading, like trend lines. So what we need to do is at the same line right here, we can copy and use this to target this high, the both highs right here. So what usually happens is that price, when it came down over here, it rejected from this level, just like how we do in resistance, came down over here, support, went up again, reacted from this floor ceiling, and then came back down again, and then we had that breakout. And then you use this support, this floor right here, turn into a resistance now over here. And then we use that level as a strong floor now, just like that, and just like that. And more accurate way to draw this, and an easier way to draw this, is that all you need to do, let me just delete this right now, is I'm going to go over here to trend lines, then click on parallel channels, click on that. And then the same way that we draw a trend line, just draw it the way that you will normally do it. Then once you do that, just extend it to the top to both these highs, and that is how we have this parallel trend lines, which act as support and resistance in a parallel way. As simple as that, okay? And a more easier way to draw a trend line is that you can also use this parallel lines, connect both highs like this, and then just extend it below to get a more accurate trend line over here where we waited for that break, that retest, and that tap back in, and then the sell side opportunity to take a trade. And that is exactly how you use parallel channels and how to draw them, as well as how to draw trend lines and use that to take a trade opportunity. And as simple as that. And you can use this on literally any chart. Use a high time frames to get more data. You can also use the daily time frame as well, but I would prefer to use the 4-hour time frame to get more data and practice it on the 4-hour time frame. And you can literally use and mark this trend lines on literally any other financial market, indices, crypto, Forex pairs, gold, commodities, any chart that you trade on. You can draw trend lines and use them as a confluence. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to cover in this video. And if you watched this video till the end, comment the screen hard so that I know how much you are serious about learning trading. And now you have a clear understanding of how to draw a trend line and use parallel channels the right way. And more importantly, you need to understand that trend lines are just one piece of the puzzle. They're not magical buy and sell signals. They're simply a tool to understand the market structure better and identify where the market and the price is likely to react. And as you continue practicing, don't worry about drawing a perfect trend line every single time. Just focus on letting the price dictate that level. Let the price tell that story first and start with the high time frames and look for the strongest reactions. And as always, wait for confirmation and that proper confirmation before entering a trade. And the more charts that you practice this on, the more natural this process will come down to. And I also want to encourage you, after watching this video, pause it and then go open TradingView and then start practicing and drawing trend lines on a different chart yourself. Go through Bitcoin, indices, gold, Forex pairs, and whatever market that you trade on. Look, the goal isn't to predict every move perfectly. The goal is to train your eyes to recognize market structure and understand how price reacts around these key levels right here. Before I wrap this video up, if you're looking for a crypto exchange to trade on, I personally use Delta Exchange India. I've left my referral link in the description box below. It's FI registered in India and supports direct bank transactions, deposit, and withdrawals. Mostly all deposits and withdrawals come in between 15 minutes to 1 hour, which makes funding your account completely easy and straightforward. And if you decide to sign up with Delta Exchange, it's completely free to sign up. This is the code that you can use to get 500 rupees as a bonus for signing up free, and subject to Delta Exchange promotions and eligibility terms and conditions now. And I'm sure this offer is still valid if you use my referral link. And as always, trade with money that you can afford to lose and manage your risk properly and make sure that you understand the risk involved in trading. Now, thank you so much for watching. I've made a complete market structure masterclass, which I'll leave over here on the iCard below or over here on the screen, which you can click and watch the next video. And if you enjoyed this video so far, click on that like button and subscribe to the channel and leave any future video ideas that you want me to make. And watch the video, and I'll see you in the next one.